Hi, it's Lisa here at Orus. In this video, we're going to go through what DSL is at Orus. What is DSL? The concept of DSL is domain-specific language. So it's a language you use in using a specific platform. And at Orus, what our DSL is, in short, is that it extracts the computer language of SQL and puts it in the context of human language with grammar. This makes it a lot easier for people to go and access data, play around with data, and explore data. This is the problem, and this is why DSL was created. The problem is, previously, when it comes to data, there are only two ways to access data. The first one is SQL. And SQL is basically you have to write about 110 to 210 lines of code depending on your analytics. It goes into the data warehouse, collects the data that you want, and gives you the output. The alternative is you have buttons ready. You just click the buttons and you get that pre-created analytics or pre-created data. However, as data gets more complicated, you can't just rely on pre-selected metrics, or you have so much time spent on figuring out what data you need. As analytics gets more complicated, and when your job is to make decisions with data and your job is not to create charts, then we need to find a better way, easier way to go and extract data, explore data, understand data. And this is what we do with our DSL. What we do is we take the SQL, and we basically abstract SQL out into a language that people understand. So let me run through something real quick, and I'll show you the grammar behind and give you the understanding of how our DSL works. Just going to share my screen here. So what you see over here is a very simple chart of Beam as an asset, the market cap. What I want to show you here is how easy it is to query. We have 4 key components. It's similar to English, like subject, verb, agreement. We look at the asset of Beam. We look at the market cap, graph, 90 days. If I could translate this a little bit, so I could write something like Lisa ran quickly today. Just like English language, it's a very simple sentence. Lisa is the subject we're talking about. And in this analytics, we're looking at Beam as an asset. Lisa runs quickly. So runs is the verb. Verb is the analytics or the metric, the function we want to analyze. So here we have MC, market cap. Quickly is the adverb. And in analytics space, we look at what visualization looks like. And then today's the time frame, and we have 90 days. So in a very similar vein, we have Beam as an asset, market cap, graph, 90 days. Very similar to English language. And how we want to create DSL is to make it very easy for people to think in human language, write it out. At the same time, it gets translated to SQL, which is computer language at the back end. So this is the whole goal of DSL, to make analytics a lot easier. The added benefit is in a couple of folds. The first one is that we can do a lot more complex analytics. So we can do a lot more interesting ways of exploring data. We can also add more features like understanding if Beam, we only want to look at Beam in ETH chain, and if Beam expands to 40 over chains, we can isolate specific chains that we want to analyze Beam assets on. For example, let's take a look at rep.eth, because rep.eth is in a lot of assets, right? So if I do rep.eth asset, price, graph, 90 days. Again, very, very simple analytics. Immediately you get the output, and it looks at the various kind of chains that we have rep.eth on. And let's say I don't want to look at rep.eth in all these different chains. I can customize it better. And let's say we just look at Arbitrum as a chain. So just look at Arb chain and just add the prefix over there, and you get deeper analysis. You get your outputs very quickly. So this is the big benefit of the DSL. 2 other benefits is that we can start exploring and creating more analytics. So for example, we have price, and let's say if I want to look at price divided by market cap. So I've got price here. I look at Arb chain, rep.eth asset, market cap. So I basically have price divided by market cap of the last 90 days. Oof, what happened a few days ago? You get the output very quickly. So you get my point. These are things that it goes beyond just clicking a button and get the prefix and analytics. Maybe for some reason, you don't want to look at price divided by market cap. You want to look at transaction count divided by market cap, or transaction volume divided by price, or transaction count times transaction volume divided by daily active users. Whatever analytics you want, you can just create it, customize it using our DSL. Some other added benefits that we're going to start rolling out in the very near future. Number 1, we're going to start adding alerts. So this is very helpful if you're a liquid fund or you're a hedge fund. You're there to look for new alpha. You can create dashboards, monitor whatever analytics, special analytics you have, attach a an alert there. So once it goes beyond a certain range, you get alerted because our platform alerts you what's going on. Also, we're building an AI on top of this. So we've already built it. We have not launched it yet. And that basically translates natural language to our DSL to computer language. This transition makes the analytics, makes your query a lot more accurate. And that's why we're super excited to launch that very soon. So hopefully that gives you a very good overview of what we do at Orus and how our DSL works. It takes, in my experience, speaking to a lot of people, it takes between 1 to 4 hours of playing around, and people start thinking in the DSL because it's basically English. You're just thinking about your analytics in English, type it out, and our DSL translates it to human language, which is SQL. Then you don't have to go and pester your data scientist or your data engineer. Hey, can you create this chart for me? Hey, this chart is wrong. Can you update the data for me? Don't have to do that. You can do it on your own now with Orus. Hopefully that gives you some insight to how our DSL is created. And we're going to update our DSL more as we go. And stay tuned to more videos. If you're interested at Orus, go check out orus.info, sign up, and play around with it. Till then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!